Oh, you're recording?
Yes, I am.
This is a long story.
Go.
He's got enough memory. Hurry up. Okay, so now I have anxiety issues. I'm just going to start off with that. Okay.
You?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. We get to the hospital. You really good recording? You got a room on there? Okay. We get to the hospital.
Don't waste film.
Okay. We get to the hospital.
I have one canister left, and that's it.
You got to take pictures for the rest of the night. You're not going to have space. We get to the hospital Tuesday night. Okay. Not they're going to like induce her. Okay. So we're waiting a while. They gave her the drug to induce it. Nothing's really happening. So we decide we got there like 7. By about 1 in the morning, we're like, all right, let's try to get some sleep. She's sleeping in the bed. They have like a recorder finder that goes back, and I'm nodding off of that thing. Not the best sleep. So at about 3 in the morning, I wake up, and she's like, I don't know, I think my water might have broken. So it hadn't, but that was enough to startle me from my not so great sleep. Okay? Yeah, in a kind of, and it's always when you wake up after like an hour and a half of sleep, you know? So that just like startled me. I'm like, okay, fuck, it's go time, here we go. And I like jump up. I probably jumped up a little too fast. And what happened is I think I got kind of like a shot of adrenaline. So almost immediately, I'm like, all right, something's not right. Okay? My fucking, like, I get heart palpitations occasionally, but they only last a few seconds, okay? So, I'm getting palpitations, but they're not going away. My heartbeat is like all fucking out of your stomach beer. It's like all out of whack. My heartbeat is like bump. And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, all right, something's not right here. And, my wife, she's going to be giving birth a little bit, but I'm having heart problems, okay? So I told the nurse, I'm like, listen, I don't know what's going on. There's something going on with my heart. I need to do something. She's like, all I can tell you is go to the ER. I'm like, all right, I guess this is not good. I need to go.
My wife's water broke. I go to the ER.
Yeah. It hadn't broken yet, but anyway. So they put me in a fucking wheelchair and wheel me to the ER. And I'm still having a regular heartbeat and shit. Like, they take my pulse and they're like, all right, yeah, they fucking admit me to the ER, okay? And they put me in a bed, they put me in an IV, they start pumping me full of drugs to slow my heart rate, to get it back to normal. The whole time my wife starts going into labor, okay? And I'm like on the phone with her, texting her, like, I'm gonna be okay, how are you doing? And she's like, I'm fine. Meanwhile, she's having like massive contractions. Yeah, and she's just like, I'm okay. Oh, baby! Her dad's going back and forth. My dad gets in and he's going back and forth to check on me. I got in the ER about 4 in the morning. I was there till about 1 in the afternoon. Okay? I'm in a gown, I'm peeing in a jar. Okay? Because the IV, I gotta pee like every 10 minutes. So I'm there, I'm trying to make sure the curtains are all closed up. You know? Because
You guys got straight strike.
I do, I stage fright. Imagine trying to pee in a jar when there's people all around you, there's gaps in the curtain. Boil water, dude! Trying to pee. You gotta go, then you gotta go. Okay? So then they start telling me, all right, listen, we're gonna like fucking knock you out, put something down your throat, and like check for a blood clot, all this scary shit, okay? Then they're gonna like fucking defib me, all right? To knock me back, yeah.
Meanwhile,
and the whole wife's having a baby. Right. I'm like, listen, my wife is having a baby. I kind of don't want to miss that. You know, whatever you guys can do to get me there. They're like, maybe we'll get you up there. We don't know. They're like, yeah, it's not looking good. At about like 12 o'clock or something, I get this. And in the jar. That. And I'm like, wait a second. I think I'm okay now. I'm checking the monitor. The whole time I got like a try listening to that when you're trying to calm down. And I noticed I'm okay. It's normal. I'm like, hey, I think I'm good. Can I go? They're like, yeah, no, you can't go. And they pick me up, they give me a fucking echocardiogram, they put the goo on there, they check it. And I'm looking okay, I've converted back to normal on my own, which is a good thing. So they're like, okay, your wife is about to have the baby. We're gonna get you over there. So I'm on the hospital bed. They literally wheel me.
Not a wheelchair.
No, not a wheelchair. The gurney, the bed. They wheel me on the bed to the delivery room. The cardiologist has no fucking idea where a delivery is because they're not allowed to go there. They're taking wrong turns. They're asking the fucking garbage janitor where it is.
How's your heart doing after all that?
I'm okay.
All right.
Finally they get me there. My wife at this point was like holding back from pushing because they told her I was on the way. Okay?
She's holding an hand.
Literally, yeah. So they let me get up and I walk in the gown and I'm like, hi honey, I'm here. Like, I'm so glad you're here. It gets better. So I go and sit down and she's like, it's go time, okay? She's crowning the head. I get there, I sit down next to her, I'm holding her hand, like, all right honey, you're doing good, push baby, push, push, push. Yeah! She's fucking pushing. And it's starting to come out, like I can see the head. I'm like, you know, I'm still drugged up, you know. Like, you can do it, you can do it. I stand up, and I'm like holding her fucking leg, you know. And I'm like, I probably shouldn't have stood up. I look at my arm, I still have like the piece of the IV, and there's like blood in it. And seeing that did something. I'm like, oh. I sit back down, and the cardiologist is there watching me. She's watching me, not you. And she's like, Chris, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. Oh. And I pass out. As she's pushing the baby out, I'm out. I'm out cold.
Stick a fork in you, you're done.
Luckily the chair had wheels. The doctor delivered it's like, get him out of here. And everybody fucking wheels me out. They put wet rags on my head. I'm on the chair like this. They wheel me out. They get me back on the bed, out in the hallway. And I'm like, I'm okay. I'm okay. They're like, no, you are not okay. The baby's coming out.
So how is it coming out? Like this or like this?
Out there, yeah.
I just want to make sure.
I don't know what.
She's not laying down?
No, she's lying down. Yeah.
Alright, good. Just making sure.
Yeah. So from there, I proceed to watch the birth of my son from out in the hallway on a hospital bed. And I just see them kind of lift him up. I don't see the baby coming out because I'm out in the hallway. I see them kind of lift him up. They clean him off well. They bring him over to me.
On the hospital bed.
On the hospital bed. And there's a picture. The next time you're out of my house, there's a picture of me in the hospital bed with the gown, with tubes up my nose. My newborn son, right next to me. And I'm like, hi, buddy. Well, like, okay, you gotta go. And they bring me back to the ER. And then by about like 6:30, they finally let me out, and I get to actually hold my son. Oh, thank you. And then, yeah, there you go.
Cheers. Good birth story.
Cheers. Yeah.